I'm going to make a little video about this day, which would be a really nice day, but it's not. It is the 20th of May. Tuesday, 20th of May, they gave me this little day off between work days. Tomorrow I have a flexi, which means super early morning, probably. Number one thing is my car malfunctioned. Well, is that number one thing? Number one thing is probably domestic abuse situation. The boys are fucking around with things at home. Currently, they're consistently fucking around with towels, bowls, shoes and bags. They just randomly started again. But to get away from the stress of that, I wanted to get out because it was sunny. I edited a video, a small video, Lockpole Dam. I uploaded it. And now I want to get out because it's sunny, so I drove out to the Yelverton aerodrome, and as soon as I got to the Yelverton aerodrome I got this flashing bullshit warning on my car, and the flashing bullshit warning was something to do with oil pressure, and it was a red thing right in the middle of my dashboard computer screen display with a big oil lamp going like, oil pressure something something, stop your engine now. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like suddenly, like, instantly hit by this fucking stress of something's wrong with my fucking car, and I put on my hazards and I tried to pull into the nearest bay I could, which is the first bay I encountered, second bay I encountered on the aerodrome, and I had to call Horrobridge Manor Garage, which was the nearest mechanics to me, and the guy in there said he could take a look. Because there's only two of them and they're very busy, you could take a look if I managed to drive the car to them. And I said, is that possible? And he said, well, have a go and see if there's any, as long as there's no bangs and stuff, you can get it to me. So I drove it, managed to drive it down to Horrobridge. The light didn't come on again. That was after having the boot open for more than 30 seconds, which is something that I read in the manual later resets the message to turn off and then come back on in 100 kilometers or 62 miles time, which is weird. I'll wait 62 miles before that light comes on again. It's bizarre. It makes it sound not that pressing, not that deadly, but telling me to turn off my engine at once and having a big red warning thing sounds pretty pressing to me. Drove down to the guy said some computers on the dashboard can glitch out and display warnings when there's no warning. He checked the oil, there was plenty of oil. If anything, he said there was more oil than there should be, but he said there's no problem, and he said it's better to have more oil than less oil or no oil. And if it was like a low oil warning, I think the warning is meant to come up on the screen yellow, apparently, but I got the red warning, which is low oil pressure. The manual says if you get the low oil pressure warning and you check the oil and it's fine, then do not drive the car. Seek a professional. The mechanic was saying the computer can glitch out and give these nonsense warnings, and just keep driving it until you hear banging, which is fucking really worrying. It's fine, dude, just wait for the massive banging and stuff to occur, then come back and see us. Like, oh fuck. So I was stressed, and I saw him twice. He said take it round the local roundabout and main roads and then come back to us. So I took it round the roundabout and roads, and then I came back and parked up at the mechanic again, and he said it was, I said the warning light didn't come on, and he says okay, it might be a computer glitch thing, just bear with it sort of thing until you hear banging and shit. And so yeah, that's where we are with that. And so there was the stress of that, like, oh, I guess I'm just going to be driving this car until the warning comes on again, or I hear banging from now on, but there might be something fucking wrong with my car, because why did this warning come on in the first place? It's fucking stupid. Immediately after getting that, I was kind of worried and sad, and I was meant to be getting out to avoid a bad day situation, but I was basically just going from one kind of bad day situation to another bad day situation, and then I just got immediately tired after that. It was sunny at the time, so I drove to some shade under trees in a parking at the aerodrome, and I watched some videos and ate some food. Eating food makes me sleepier. I was already getting sleepy and I just got kind of sleepy, so I got in a comfy lying position on my passenger seat and watched a podcast film review thingy, and then I drove back over here and now it is overcast. It looks like it could possibly rain, but you know, I went out there thinking now there'd be cold, it'd be a chilly breeze or something because it's all overcast. I'll give you a quick look around. Let's see what the clouds are doing. It looks like rainy stuff might be moving in. The weather on the phone said it might rain in Tavistock, which is not where we are, but I thought, okay, I get out the car here and I sat on one of the aerodrome humps over there where it was dry. It's just really nice out there, like really, it's a nice day. It's really warm. Despite the overcastness, you can just sit out there and not get cold even slightly, and I'm just wearing a short sleeve shirt, and it's fucking, you know, it would be a good day if all this crap wasn't happening. All this fucking crap wasn't going on. It would be a good day, that's the fucking thing. But it's not, because of, you know, you got the domestic abuse bullshit that I'm trying to avoid, you got the engine oil bullshit just suddenly coming up in my face, you got the fucking rando tiredness bullshit and all that, and I've come out here to do stuff and make use of my day. Also, tomorrow being a fucking flexi, meaning I have to get back, and it's already past 6 now, so it kind of makes me think I should get back and make dinner. It's just, yeah, I got an early morning shift tomorrow, so I mean, supposedly getting an early night helps you get up early in the morning, but that hasn't really worked for me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Try and get in bed for midnight rather than my normal, like, 2 a.m, 3 a.m. But fucking hell, it's just annoying. Also, I'll bring this up as a last thing. The last bad fucking thing that happened was there was a cute goth girl at one of the parkings, the one where I was sleepy and watching a podcast. Like, there's a cute goth girl walks outside. I thought she was just going to pass by, but she walked over to a monument thing, then turned around, and then came back, and then sat by a tree in front of my car, which was really random. And it's like, why is she sitting in such close proximity to me? Like, does she have any interest? What's going on? Is she trying to catch attention? And then, just as I think thoughts like that, moments later, this kind of serial killery white panel van pulls up behind me. She makes this weird meow sound to a phone, and then she's walking behind the car and getting in this white panel van, which looks really dodgy to me. Like the sort of, you know, like a white transit van sort of thing. One of them squared off things that you think serial killers would drive around the country picking people up in because they're so nondescript, you know, least likely to be investigated. And yeah, just like, I call these things life punches when they happen. It's like situations with girls where you think something's about to happen and they don't happen, and it's a, you know, a cute girl in a situation where you think they might like you, but then you realise soon after that it's like not that situation. So yeah, that was a life punch, as I phrase them. That was just another hit to my morale, making me sad as well. So it's a shit day, and it doesn't need to be a shit day because it's so nice out here. Like, the temps are just really nice. There's tons of dog walkers here, tons of joggers, tons of learner drivers. They just keep going by. There's like 6 of each. Some of them just coming back. It's very milky out there. Such nice temperatures out there that I could just go out there again and sit on the grass and be out there for ages. That'd be nice. Bye.